Bam. Matt, we are
Hello.
live. I am excited to be live.
Good morning. I'm excited and I'm also sleepy. The like this winter months where there's no sun early on in the morning and there's no sun later afternoon, I just want to sleep.
I hear ya.
Sleepy.
Sorry, guys. I'm setting up my stream and like my second iPad's in the way, so I'm just kind of looking out, making sure I can swap that. Pro tip: if
Ooh.
you're watching it at home, like if you're streaming, start out with a tip right off the bat. If you're streaming from wherever you're streaming and you're having the stream displayed somewhere else on screen with you,
Mhm.
drop the quality down as low as possible. It uses less bandwidth on the network.
And make sure you can see it.
Yeah.
So you have to look
So
over things.
bonus question there.
Yep.
I feel like I'm sitting in a little like a different spot. I don't know. Like I
Things maybe have got a
I
little
feel
bumped.
different right now.
Hey, you look great. The hat looks great.
I can like hear you less because there's a bunch of fur in
Yeah,
between.
Dan was a little self-conscious about wearing the headphones over the hat, so he went for it, and it's happening. It
We're
looks
going
great.
for it.
Yeah, it looks great. Your ears will be warm.
Yeah, they're
Whew.
my entire head is warm. Happy holidays too, everybody. This is the last time we'll be here
Happy
before the holidays. So
That's right. That's right. I can't believe it's almost the end of the year already. Like, what is it? December 20th. We're just
it
less
is
than
the
2 weeks
20th. Yeah.
away.
So
Yeah, what?
for those
11
celebrating
days?
Christmas, that's how far out are we?
5 days?
6 days.
Yep. Not long. Yeah, it's this year's gone really fast. I feel like it's been such a blur with last year. I think it's just a sign that we're getting older, is what it is. Like
That might be
I
it.
was, I was always told when I was younger that the years start just blowing by, and here I am.
Yeah, I was told when you have kids, it was they're long days but short years, something like
That
that.
absolutely sounds right.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Whew.
But
Well,
yeah,
here we are.
Katie's
Tomorrow is the first day of winter. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is the shortest day, the shortest
shortest
day.
day. Is that
I was
right?
gonna say the longest night, but it's probably either and,
Yeah.
both and. Oh man. Well, hey, after tomorrow, for those of us in the northern hemisphere, our days will get slowly but surely longer.
Longer?
So yeah, I'm making all this up, right? Does
I
it
don't
all
know.
sound right?
That sounds right. Chris Strub in the comments. Merry
Hey,
Christmas, Chris.
Merry Christmas.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
And yeah, Katie,
Yep.
thanks for those updates there.
Solstice.
Yeah, guys, we're live right now as we are. Every other Monday here in this group to answer your
Yep.
questions. So I got the lower, not a lower third because it's up there, but ask your
Upper
search
third.
questions in the comments. Or ask other questions. You want to ask Matt what his favorite Marvel movie is, or what he thought of the new Spider-Man
Oh,
movie. You can
can't
ask him
say
that too.
much. Oh, have you seen the new Spider-Man?
I haven't, but I also haven't watched a Marvel movie in a very
Well,
long time.
mum's the word. I won't spoil anyone or anything.
The long story
But
short is Matt's looking for people to talk to Spider-Man about. So if you out there watched it
I
and need someone to talk to, Matt's your guy.
I've already seen it twice.
Oh wow,
So
look at you!
well, I went with my wife, and then we were going to go on Christmas. Well, it's my son's birthday, so we usually go to the movies. But
Uh-huh.
the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't want to spend hours in a movie theater. Like, what if we just went? Well, now, and then we went and we did it, and they loved it, and I got to see it again, and it's very good. No spoilers. That's right. No spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers. This is Katie. Yeah. But yeah, so get those questions coming in. I know we've had a couple other ones coming through that I thought were pretty good, so
Mhm.
we can answer those too while you guys get your questions in. I'll keep that lower third up there for you guys. Oh man,
Yep.
I put a logo down the corner and now this one doesn't work. That's a bummer.
Hey, we're working. We're still work in progress here. We're trying to change up some things before long. We're trying to make some
Yeah, I want to
improvements
get
to our
some intro
stream.
music made for this and maybe get an intro video. We'll do some fun things here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, before we jump into the questions, Dan, I want to let you all know, the viewers here, that come January, we, Switcher Studio, will have our very own Discord server where you can go
Yeah.
and ask questions and encourage one another to produce better live streams. I've been working on it for what feels like forever. There'll be some bots there that will have slash commands that you can ask questions and get you help center articles instantly into the chat. So be on the lookout for that. Probably January 4th-ish, as long as things all come together by then. Should be.
Yeah.
Good to go. So I'll make sure to post a link as soon as it's ready for everybody. But yeah, let's hear your questions. We're going to grab a couple from the group, but if you have any questions, please put them in the chat here, and we would love to answer them.
We need to get Katie and Tim, both Switcher users. I'm seeing this Facebook user, not your name.
Hey Tim.
I'm gonna figure it out. Tim's new to the team, so everyone wave to Tim.
I'll give him
say hey Tim.
I'll give him one pass here. But Katie,
yeah, but Tim, we're gonna meet in the office, and I'm going to figure this out. We're gonna go live, and we're gonna make it say your name, not just
Dan.
Facebook user.
It says my name now. It has my face, but you also know that for a very long time, it didn't work that way. Like I was also a Facebook user. I don't know what changed.
I'm
gonna make it go.
I'm gonna figure that out, and I'm going to do it. Mark my words. That's gonna be my New Year's resolution. No more Facebook users for our team. But, yeah. So. Yeah, let's talk through some of these questions. Matt, I think you kind of had a list that came through
I had a couple here.
That one before. I saw some feature requests that we'll talk through, and just some good stuff overall. Yep.
So the first one comes from Jose. He put a post in the group here. Is there a way to rename production groups?
And
we both talked about this. Yeah, it's a good question.
I love this question because I was like, I'm sure you could, and I tried it, and you can't. And that's just something we've overlooked when we did it, and I'm sure we'll put a message out to the dev team and let them know. I also have some questions about it too to share. Let me show you guys really quick what we're talking about here. So if I come in to the this is my secondary iPad, and down here in the corner, we can come in and edit groups. And there's my random one I set up a couple weeks ago to do. But you can add a new group, and I can give it a name here, but afterwards I can't rename it. So like I'm going to give this one an actual name. Coffee and Questions. So you see I can delete it here, but like there's no way to actually come in and rename it. So yeah. That was a good question, and something I hadn't seen before, and something I think we should do. Now, I will say, just since we're talking about production groups here, notice how Coffee and Questions here has a red minus sign, meaning I can delete it, but this other one does not. That other one does not because it has assets inside of it, so you have to delete all the assets within it to delete the groups. I also thought something interesting would be to have the ability to duplicate an entire group. So like, let's say I'm doing a Coffee and Questions or a broadcasting blueprint, and I want to add a whole bunch of extra assets to it, duplicate that group, add the assets and then delete it when I'm done. So good question.
Yeah, very good question.
Very good question, and something we'll look into.
Hey, Dan, I'm going to let you continue to talk about that for like 3 seconds while I let my cat out of this room. She just keeps meowing. Pro tip, let your pets out of your live stream room, okay? Can you not hear it?
Katie over here asking, is that a cat?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was wondering if y'all could hear it. Hold on a second.
Guys, this is the the power of going live from home. You get to hear stuff like that. So yeah, we'll let Matt do that. So that's production groups. I love using them. That's something I've done more recently is use the production groups too.
She just like sits at the bottom of the stairs because I'm in the attic, and just like she won't stop until someone lets her out. So like, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, those things happen.
Yeah, it happens.
Production groups are great. Use them, guys. We'll keep iterating on it and making it be a super awesome experience. Cool. Do you want to do some other questions?
Yeah, there was another one in the group here. Sorry, last time.
I see a question here in the comments if you want to ask it.
Yeah, we can do that one. And I have one queued up for the group as well.
Okay, I'll
Go for it.
I'll put this out, but it says I upgraded to the latest version of Switcher Studio on my production iPad and lost all of my builds I did for my church. I just rebuilt them. Is there any way to make sure that doesn't happen with the next upgrade, or is it something I did wrong? So typically, if you update it, those assets should still remain inside of Switcher. Yeah. They shouldn't, unless you delete the app off of your device. So make sure you don't delete the app. What I also recommend doing is if there's assets you use all the time, to ensure that like maybe something did happen weird and you had to delete the app, upload those to the Switcher cloud. And I can show you here on this. Let me put that back down and we'll come back over here. And I'll show you to upload, like if there's a select option down here. So I'll tap it, and like all these assets that I use all the time, I can click on them, and then there's this upload button, and that's going to upload them to the cloud. So that's just a good way to back up your assets and all of those things, just so they're always there. So like I'll just do it. I don't know if this, because I'm using something our production group, so I don't know, or in the beta environment, I should say. So they should.
It looks like it's working.
Yeah. Well, I think I uploaded a big video too, and that's why it's taken a little bit longer.
Hey, you didn't mess with your internet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, kept up. But so now when I come in here and the plus icon, Switcher Cloud, those assets that I just had, there they all are right there. So, you can just select them, or not that way, sorry. Just, tap on one to download it. But these are already there, so I can't do it since they're already inside of Switcher. But yeah, another way to back up. Good question there.
Yeah, they followed up and said they don't think they deleted the app. So I'm not sure how that happened. But yeah, I think uploading them to the cloud, just making sure they're, easily accessible if that does happen again. But hopefully it doesn't.
Another question here because we've got these other questions through the Facebook group, but these are people who are watching live, so we can ask these people here. And Katie, I see, posted talking about the Switcher Cloud, so thank you, Katie.
Thanks, Katie. Appreciate that.
Question here from Haiti, and hello from Haiti, is my question: when you do a Facebook Live, or can you do a Facebook Live and YouTube at the same time? There's an article on our help center called Simulcasting that can help you set that up. Right now, you can do it through a third-party application, so you have to use custom RTMP. We are exploring some options to see what's available. So, be on the lookout for next year.
Stay tuned.
Hopefully, I'll have more information for you all soon. But this is something that we are looking to include into Switcher. So, good question. Yeah. Hey, Asia's here saying you guys look so festive. Yeah. Thanks, Asia.
Good morning, Asia.
Good morning.
I put on another sweater and it was very tight on my neck. I had like one of those like mock turtlenecks underneath, and I was like, I can't wear this while I live stream. I'll be choked out. So you get this poncho.
Yeah, my head is on fire, and
you're gonna start seeing like sweat drip down your face.
Not yet.
Oh man.
I see another question here saying, I did a recording of a 7-minute video yesterday. Afterwards, I couldn't find the video until maybe an hour. Is there a processing time before it is available? I would need a little more information on this one. Bryant, were you having trouble finding it in Switcher? Because it will be available in Switcher immediately. Now, if you were streaming to something like Facebook or something similar, there might have been a hiccup. And it might not be.
I've noticed that's happened with Facebook. Like the video will disappear for a while and then show back up later. That is common. I think sometimes it has to do with your internet. But yeah, it should be available instantly in Switcher. So
so in Switcher, and I can show you if I come over here again and show you to find those videos you've done. This button up here in the corner, the three parallel icons, and then my recordings. Everything you've done will be right there. So that's how you find it in Switcher, and they will be available immediately. Um, it should have been. There's no processing time. It'll be available right there. I see the follow up and say, couldn't find it in my recordings.
Interesting.
Check at the very top, or if you have a whole big list, check at the very bottom as well. And check the date too. You'll see kind of like the time around when you did it will show up there, or at least like the day. So like 20, like this one here is the 14th is when this one was done. 3 seconds.
Yeah, I've not heard of that not appearing straight away before. So.
Cool. Well, those are the questions we have right now in the comments here. So if you want to ask some of those other ones, Matt.
Yeah, and if you are watching and you have any questions, please drop them in the chat here. I don't think I asked this one, or maybe I just pulled it up to ask. This is from DJ from the group. What resolution do we get from the HDMI output?
Okay, let me, I think it depends on your composition format. I'm just double checking. Yeah, okay. So I can show you that as well. So 1080p, or I'm sorry, not when you're doing HDMI, and that's in this outputs tab here. If you scroll down, you can get to the different, like here's the HDMI and AirPlay stuff. But if you come under advanced settings, you can come in here and live output format. This is where it'll be. So whatever this is set at is what that output will be. Good question.
Excellent.
So you can get up to 1080p if you needed it.
Very nice. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for your questions, everybody from the group and from the chat here. I'm just kind of scrolling some more. I think
I'll just ask a question for everyone out there. What do you? Anyone doing anything exciting before the end of the year? You got? I mean, I guess New Year's plans, holiday plans, anything fun going on?
Or any major live streams coming up? I'm sure a lot of you House of Worship folks probably have a very busy week and weekend ahead of you. Tonight, Dan, no, I'm sorry, not tonight. Tomorrow night at my house, we are doing somewhat of a talent show with our family and friends. So we're going to be using Switcher to use director mode and record.
That's awesome.
Slam them together and then just send it out to family. So,
all right, I will answer this question here in a second. But what's going to be your talent?
So, have you seen the movie White Christmas before?
I believe so.
Okay, so there's a song there, the Sisters song. It's very funny. So I will be singing that with my son. I don't know how it's going to go, but if it goes well, I'll show you.
Okay, fair. If it goes well, we'll clip it out and put it in as part of our.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Probably we will. We'll see. If it doesn't go well, it'll be buried and lost forever. So I'm sure it'll be funny either way.
Let me just get logged in here to switcherstudio.com, and I'll share my screen here so you guys can see. Because what about setting up a live stream from the dashboard?
Oh, yeah.
100% you can do that. And great question. And I will show you here in just one moment.
Hey, no pressure here. That's the thing about doing these lives. We don't know what questions are going to be asked ahead of time. So
yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not sharing sensitive information or something,
Hey, very wise. That's a man of wisdom right here.
Okay. So, all right. So if you go to the switcherstudio.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, there's this login option. If I'm looking off to the side, it actually looks like I'm looking over at the screen right here. So that works out. But there's an option to log in, use the same email and password that you created your Switcher account with. And you're kind of brought into here. And from here, you have all these different options here. And on the left-hand side, and one of those is platforms. And right here, you can connect Facebook, all those accounts, and then you can also set up custom RTMP. So yeah, that's how you can do it from here. Like I can come into details and choose where I'm going to stream from, set this up, and it will sync with Switcher, and I can show you that. Once you have created that live stream on this side, this side of things, and I think this is a great spot to do this custom RTMP stuff because it it makes it easier instead of having to type in all those values. You can just copy and paste them right in. But then over inside of Switcher Studio, again in the outputs, you'll just swipe down and you see it says synchronizing with the dashboard. It'll just show up automatically there for you, whatever you've done. And same thing with custom RTMP. You might have to come over here and set it up that way. You might have to tap in to get the right name, and then just tap on it, make sure the blue check mark's next to the right one, and you're good to go. Great question.
Boom. Yeah, very good question. I see Asia here said she's going to do an 8-hour holiday stream on Wednesday.
Wow. Is that with Switcher Asia?
Probably. It's what she usually uses.
That's awesome. What are you going to be streaming?
She'll probably be cooking stuff. Maybe do some art. That's usually what she does.
Hey, Ernesto's here.
What's up, Ernesto?
Double feature watching The Matrix and Sing 2.
I really want to see the new Matrix. That's great.
That's about as far apart of the spectrum as you can get, I feel like.
Oh.
Ernesto, we need to get you on another one of these live streams. We should just I'm going to just send you a link one of these times when I see you comment and just be like, hey, join us right now.
Get on in here.
Get in here.
All right. Marvin has another question here. Do you see it? Is it possible or will it be possible to have folders or separate assets?
Is that in the comments? Because I don't see that.
Right below Ernesto's.
Right below Ernesto's. Well, there's Ernesto's. Oh, okay. I just read I was looking for the is it. It's hi, I have a question.
Sorry.
It's this one. It won't show. Is it possible or will it be possible to have folders for separate assets, like one for church? Right now, the production groups is the way to do that. And there's an article above that kind of talks through that. That's what we have for right now, which is just it's a slightly easier way to organize your assets. And I think it works really well. Here, let me do this and show you. We kind of were talking about this before, and I can come in and edit groups. So I have these two. So you can have like all your church assets in one, and then maybe like if it was me, I would have like a coffee. Like what I have is I have a coffee and questions, a main one. I've got the broadcasting blueprints ones, and you can just slide these around. So like if you're doing coffee and questions, you'd put that one up. Maybe if I had, I needed one for, let me get my church. Did I spell? Okay, no, I did it right. Yep.
Good job.
Swing these around. Normally my spelling is terrible on these. I still looked at my oh gosh, did I mess that
it's
up?
Just the pressure. Everyone's watching you type,
know, right? It really
having to spell things right. You're doing really well.
So you just put those put those assets up to the top, and that's the way to do it right now. Possibly have the ability to do folders in the future. That's something that's been discussed, but nothing on the table right now. Good question though.
Yep. Okay, another one here from Sterling. Why does the image live on Switcher Studio stick to the image?
Okay, I think I know what that is. So I think that's talking about when you are on trial. When you're using a trial Switcher Studio, it says made with Switcher Studio.
Switcher,
once you have a paid account, that goes away for all future videos that you've created with Switcher. So just make sure you're using a paid account. If you have paid for it and that is still showing up, email us at support@switcherstudio.com, and we'll make sure to rectify that as quickly as possible.
Yep. Oh, and if you've paid, log out and log back in. That should take care of that as well.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Cool. Oh, and then that's not what you meant. Let us know and we'll figure it out.
Hey, so this is something interesting too. I think this was Bryant again saying my exciting thing I'm doing with Switcher this week is I have to pre-record every aspect of the church service and play it back on Sunday morning as if we were live. I'm stressing.
Oh,
hey, don't
Bryant.
stress,
Yeah.
and just breathe, know that mistakes happen, and the fact that I feel like you are doing things one of the smarter ways, take some pressure off, record what you need, and then play it back. And you can have all that full community there in the comments and hanging out. So
it'll just honestly, it'll be.
Go ahead, Matt.
Go ahead. No, I'm saying it's gonna be other things to worry about, but it'd be less to worry about. Like, is my internet dropping while I'm trying to stream this? Like, do I have a good connection? Like, being able to just be in the comments, get the video out there. It will be more work ahead of time, obviously, but like I think in the end, I think you'll really enjoy it. And like I think what Dan was going to say, we had a whole video about this a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. My time's all mixed
yeah, it
up.
might have been 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
It's on YouTube, and you can look at it up here as well. So it's a broadcasting blueprints. You can search last minute tips for House of Worship live stream. I think we'll pull it up.
And there's also an article on our website you can read, like a blog post, help you as well. So
the wonderful Jared Applegate put together on our team. So thank you to him.
That is exciting, though, Bryant. That's great.
And I do see, good luck and enjoy it. Have fun streaming. I see Asia here saying, doing all sorts of stuff. Big's Arts and Crafts Project, dye your hair. What color's the hair going to be?
Christmas.
Probably
Christmas
eat cookies
colors.
or something. Yeah, always got to eat the cookies.
Oh, that's great. What kind of cookies? I keep asking Erin, my wife, to make some, or we should make some. And I don't think she wants to mess with the mess this year.
Real talk. So last Tuesday, my partner Stephanie and her mom and our 2-year-old daughter, they made cookies, and oh my gosh, they made so many cookies. So we've got about a couple of huge bagfuls of unfrosted sugar cookies. If you just need some sugar cookies to frost,
I'll meet you at the office
covered
tomorrow morning. All right, like 8:30ish. That sounds awesome.
Oh, hair's silver. That's gonna look awesome.
Oh, very. I just remember this. I had a dream last night that I dyed my hair silver. It didn't look very good on me. It's gonna look great on you, Asia. Hey, if you're just joining us, we have a few more minutes here. We want to answer your questions, help you make better live streams. Real fast, you all kind of give us a lot of feature requests while we're doing these live streams. That's awesome. We want them. Soon here, there will be a new and easier way for us to receive your feature requests. We're trying to make sure we prioritize, categorize all of them that come through. So as soon as I get to go ahead to be able to share that, I will share it when I see your requests in the group here. So silver is the new gray. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm living this gray life right here. That's okay.
There you go. So I think that's just about all the time we have here. A couple things to recap for you guys. Be on the lookout for that Discord if you want to join it. It's going to be a lot of fun. A new place to hang out for next year. We might switch up how we're doing these morning live streams. We might be doing some of these on the main Facebook page, so you can always catch us there as well. Just want to get more information out to as many people as possible, but we'll still do some fun things for just you guys. Don't you worry. In this group and the Switcher Studio Enthusiast groups. So, Hey, and thank you to, I don't know who said this because I think it was Marvin there said it. You guys you're awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And I hope you all have a great Christmas if you celebrate, other holidays if you don't. And we'll be back, well, I guess next year in this group live.
Yeah.
So this will be the last one this year. So you all are awesome. Keep on keeping on.
All right. Happy holidays. Take care.
Peace.